The pro-choice and pro-life debate. Pro-choice is advocating for legalized abortions, while on the other hand, pro-life is opposing abortions altogether. Now let's dive into the history of abortions. In the 1880s, prohibiting abortion took a toll on many women's lives who felt fear, shame, and desperation. Women began to get them in unsafe environments, which was hurting the mother in the long run, especially hurting the lower class and minorities. Women with money would travel out of the country to find someone to do the procedure for them. Not having them legal led to women desperate, and they found women trying to do at-home abortions with knitting needles, coat hangers, or swallowing strong drugs or chemicals. Many women were dying from that in unsafe, unsanitary abortions, if not dead, left infertile, or with chronic illness or pain. The Supreme Court landmark Roe v. Wade decision finally legalized abortion in 1973. The court found women's decision to terminate a pregnancy in the first trimester was protected under the right of privacy founded in the 14th Amendment. This allowed the restrictions on the second trimester for women's health, as well as the third trimester when the fetus was viable. If a woman's health or life is endangered, she would not be forced to continue with pregnancy at any stage. Pro-choice should remain legal because of 3 reasons. Number 1, it's a woman's human right to make her own decisions. Number 2, the instance of rape or incest. And lastly, 3, the ultimate health of the mother. Individuals who are pro-choice believe that the mother should make the decision for herself as well as the unborn child who is growing within her. The fetus cannot survive on its own, depending fully on their mother for nutrients. This makes the mother feel as if it should be her decision. Her body, she should be in control of what happens to it, not the say of someone else. Did you know that 1 out of every 6 American women have been the victim of attempted or completed rape in her lifetime? From a recent study, rape has been at an all-time high in the last couple of years, which is honestly scaring society. Being raped is a very traumatic experience for the woman. Why punish a woman twice? There is no reason why she should have to carry a baby that was literally forced upon her, and then be responsible for the offspring of a rapist child. Even if she puts this child up for adoption, she has to live her entire life knowing it is out there in the world, a baby created by her and a rapist. It is emotionally and mentally damaging to her, as well as more satisfaction to the rapist to continue making her suffer. The baby will forever remind her she was raped. Raising a child is a difficult thing in life, but raising a child with the constant reminder of your rapist's DNA is much worse. There's no reason that a woman should have to go through a traumatic experience and have it never ending. Lack of birth control can not only be the woman's fault, but also the male's. In some instances, the male figure will walk away, leaving the woman scared and alone. The woman may think, what other possible outcomes do I have? Woman may feel abortion is the only choice, as she's not ready to raise a child by herself for a lifetime and have a lifetime of responsibilities, while the male walks out. Lastly, illness is another reason that a woman should get an abortion. If a woman becomes ill with cancer or any other life-threatening illnesses, this could cause complications or death to her if she continued with the pregnancy. In some certain circumstances, women's life-threatening illnesses need the treatments that can not be done if pregnant, and abortion would be the only way of survival for the woman. Considering that the fetus is living fully off of the mother, it would not be fair to continue under these circumstances. If the mental health of the mother is not fully ready to be a mother, it will be damaging for the baby's or child's entire life. Babies and children are expensive, take up a lot of time and money. The average cost of a child is $245,340. This takes a lot of money of the mother's as well as a full attention from the mother. Medical bills are expensive, and with a mother in these poor health conditions, she needs to come to conclusion if she can support the baby as well as mentally supporting it. A woman needs these decisions, and she knows what is best for herself as well as best for the baby. If you are having a child, you want to give it the best life possible when you are ready to do so, not when other people tell you you're ready to do so. A recent case study was done on Sarah Moore. She was 18 years old, 8 weeks pregnant, and ready to get an abortion as a college student. She explained, quote, "I think if you're mature enough to have sexual relationships, it's up to you to face the consequences. But if it is difficult," end quote. She explained she can't think like that. Having an abortion is a hard decision. But, quote, "There's no way I can have a baby. I'm at college Monday through Friday. I work weekends, and I'm just not ready," end quote. Abortion is a good option for Sarah Moore. She is not too far in the pregnancy and is simply not ready to give the baby the life that she knows it deserves. Another case study was a girl named Kate. She was 17 years old, unmarried, still in high school, and 8 weeks pregnant. She herself was an adoptee and given to a foster care system and abused in it. She works almost full-time while maintaining a 4.0 GPA to go to college with a full ride scholarship. No family support, and a boyfriend fled after hearing the news she was carrying his child. She is not ready, quote, "perhaps someday, but not now," end quote. She rejects adoption at her own growing up experience and requests abortion as her only option. Opposing viewpoints on the topic would be pro-life, and they would say abortion is murder. A pro-choice standpoint on this is abortion generally occurs before the fetus can be labeled as having a life. Another thing that pro-life would say is adoption is a good choice. But, on the other hand of pro-choice, families who consider adoption will experience loss in all aspects. You will feel the pain of not carrying your own child. Emotional scars can happen to the family forever. In conclusion, abortion is a substantial, controversial topic that will never fully cease. Many people have different opinions on if abortion should be legal or illegal. In the end, the ultimate decision is life-changing and should be made by the woman who conceived the unborn child without the consent or judgment of others. Women will find a way, no matter what, to get an abortion if that is what they truly want to do. There's many other options even if America decides to go pro-life. This was proved before 1973 when they were illegal. The same patterns will continue if we don't stand with pro-choice.